So I am going to do a serve on my center serving here. As you can tell, I'm not sure if it's going to want to focus that well, but it's starting to fall apart. I had to take off the bottom knock set for it to actually shoot super consistently, but it's not going to want to focus that well. But you can see right here and then right here, I hit it with a silver Sharpie just so I know the endpoints of my center serving. Typically, if you don't do that, if you look, it's pretty close to almost spot on with the throat of the grip there, and then it's several inches up from the burger hole here. If you look spot on here, it's just a hair off from the roller guards, and then it looks about flush with the base of the sight. So just mark those for a reference point, and then we'll get to it. So now that I've said to mark these, or if you don't have them or already have them off, just kind of know where it's going on. Excuse the chicken in the background. You're going to want to measure from the peep to the bottom knock set here, just so it gives you a reference of where you're going to do the first knock set. Now, if you don't have that, double check with the level. You get a level on the string and then a level on the arrow, and make sure that it's perfectly level, and then go from there. But this will give you a good ballpark, measuring from the peep to the knock set here, so you know where to do that first knock set. So I kind of jumped ahead a little bit here. See if it's not going to focus. So I took my D-loop off. You can see right in this area here where the D-loop was chewing through the serving. But what I did is I backed this out, and I'm going to just slowly start taking this off. And you can cut the excess off or just keep going till the end. And it was just easier for me to actually do it from the center, since it was so loose right up in this area, that I was able to grab a little bit of excess string and then use my razor blade and cut it clean. But what you're going to want to do is get all this off. That chicken is really not that happy. Just going to want to get all this off here. And this is just the bottom portion. Obviously, you see all this from up all the way to here. You're gonna want to get that off as well. But so you can see, I still got the mark right here where the silver Sharpie is, and I got all that serving from the bottom portion. Now I am going to slowly work my way up to the top. You're going to want to make sure that your razor blade's flat and not towards the string, because obviously you will cut the string, and that will be a bad day. So back this up, just twist it the opposite direction. You can see it comes off there, this down, and then you want to just work around and get that loose, and just keep on going till you get to the end. And I'm just going to shut you guys off here now until I am ready for the next one. Background noise, we got some kids, or we got all the kids here, and now gnats are bothering me. But so what you do is, now that you got that all off, you're going to set the serving tool up. I got the Nock On one. It's a little bit shorter of a design to do, but put it on and start serving. If I can get that right where I want it. I'm gonna want it a little bit tighter than that. You want it to change a little bit of color, but if you look here, Just pull nice and tight. All right. And then once that's back over, you're going to pull it up and over. And you want this excess here to kind of be able to pull and pinch here. But what you're going to do is, once it's up and over the serving that you already tied, you're going to sit there and run over it. Loosen this up. I just tightened it a little too tight now. But get it going. And you don't want this to spin, and I am having it spin now. Alright, so I tried to do this 100 times, and I have kids in the back right now, so it's a little chaotic, but I just started this. You start down here, right where I was talking about, do a few, and then what you do is you pull this nice and tight and loop it back over, up onto it, and keep serving. You're going to want to serve with the direction the string is twisting. And so my string, you're not going to be able to see it very well, but it's twisting this way. So I'm going that way, and I'm feeding it up to right here where I have the mark for the end of my original serving. So I'm just going to bring this up and over, have this nice and tight, keep on working it. It's going to just use the tool, and it's going to feed itself up and around. Now, I already did this, but before you get too far, you're going to want to check your knock fit. And so, take one of your arrows and put it on. Alright, see there? Nice and good. Doesn't rotate the string any way, shape, or form. It's not too tight. Pops off real good. And the majority of the strings, the serving size for the strings, you're going to be using, where do I have it? It's, I want to say it's 26 or 21. I'll write it in the comments. I'm not 100% sure. I'll double check that when I pop this off. But that's the one. I got this from John Dudley's website. I want to say it's the 21, and it's kind of like the universal one for serving. Now, if you have a different style knock or a different style setup, different strings, whatever, you might need to do a little bit of testing with that. But for the most part, you'll be fine with a 21, I believe it is. Again, I'll put that in the comments or the description below so you guys are able to know precisely where it is, and I'll also put links in the description just to show you where I got this and what I paid for it and everything. I paid for it through the Nock On website for these, and his shipping, if you've ever purchased anything from him, his shipping is ridiculously quick. So it's always nice to be able to purchase things from him. So now that I got it to here, I am going to pull this out. It's going to be out of the picture here. And up and over. And then what you're going to want to do is back serve it. And let's see if I can get this squared away here. John Dudley says to do it 12 times, so we'll do it 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, pull this up and over, and so it just keeps serving. Yeah, I saw that email. Thank you. So you do that, and now you're at the end. You're gonna pull it nice and through, and what it's gonna do is cinch that down You just get a nice good thing on there, good grip. You don't want to go too crazy because you will cut yourself with this stuff and it sucks. So now that's there. Get a good excess there. Find a lighter. Burn it down. So there you go. And now I got to do the knock sets and the D-loop.